Hey D&D fans, it's your boy Jeff. So, if you've been listening long, you know that I moved all the Return of the Defiler episodes over to our Patreon. It's not because I don't love them; they're great, but I thought it'd be good to have them all in one place as a sort of come on to you listeners who like the show but also like D&D. And it'll give me an excuse to get you to check it out, and if you like it, pay us money every month to help us do more of this stuff. As you can tell by the huge gap between September and now, it's taken a while to get caught up with these. We have tons on deck. So if y'all keep throwing the shekels at us, we can keep making them. Yeah, this has been a really fun project. Ash is a great DM, and we have a lot of fun. So listen to the first 20 minutes, and if you like it, go on over to patreon.com/shatteredworldsrpg and become part of the movement. Thanks for doing it, you heroes. Keep it rolling.
Are you going to do dishes during recording?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do mine, I wouldn't be against it.
I'm snipping chicken for chicken salad, and if you hear me, I'll stop.
We can definitely hear
We
you.
can definitely hear you.
Okay, then I'll put it away.
Oh, no. We're chickens.
Welcome back to Shattered Worlds RPG. I'm your lore master, Jeff, and with me tonight, Sako,
Yo!
Kristy,
Hello.
Katarina,
Hey!
and Ash.
What up?
What up? What up? Love all that energy, folks. We're positive on a May evening in
The May
2023. I don't know why I'm making a big deal about the date.
Yeah,
but
it is
Why not?
It's a good one.
The last day of I'm in the last 24 hours of my Kickstarter.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
And I'm $300 away from stretch goal number 2.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, fingers crossed.
That's cool. How exciting. Well, tonight we're playing D&D, so let's throw it over to Ash.
Oh,
Find out what happened last time.
so you guys made a plan to infiltrate Queen of Ahar. Let me start over again. The crew has made a plan to sneak into the tent of the demon-possessed Queen of Ahar. And yeah, so that's where we're leaving off. This elaborate scheme involving a cauldron and with a false bottom and a whole lot of chicanery. And you've been magically gated into sort of behind the latrines of the army, so you are unseen. And yeah, you guys can start making your plans and doing your thing.
Doing your thing.
Okay, I need a little creature.
Chipmunk?
Rat.
I think Sobek's bat would work for this.
Okay, that would work. He's so big.
Send him around the nearby tents to find me a friendly-looking horse with a...
Okay.
And once I have that, I'll know which direction to go. And while we wait, I will cast Pass Without Trace. So I've used that, and I've used Speak with Animals.
So basically, I'm telling Sobek's bat to land on a horse, and if it doesn't totally freak out, then it's probably fine.
Oh, these are all really well trained military horses. They're not gonna like freak out very easily. It's not like you're just latching onto some farmer's beet cart or whatever. So yeah, finding a cart and a horse is no problem. Yeah, you can head that direction. There's a stable livery. You can, with Chester's help, you could probably acquisition yourself one. You're both in uniform, and Chester is well known amongst the soldiers.
Cool. So we secure a cart, and I'm going to cast Beast Bond on the critter once we meet it.
Okay, on the horse, sure.
Yeah.
We're bonding with the cart. What?
With the horses.
Yeah. And the chipmunks.
So we can telepathically communicate simple emotions and concepts back and forth.
Right.
So that's my part of the job done.
Okay, so you bring the cart back to where Laurel and Matthias wait with the cart, or with the pot, I mean, the
Yeah,
cauldron.
they load that fucker on.
Chester and Sobek and Sticks all kind of heave it up onto the back of the cart. Clong.
Should we send an advance scout into the Queen's tent or
No.
go cold? We should just go.
Oh, do you?
I'm thinking we shouldn't risk tipping them off. We should stick to the pot thing.
Okay. I will be buddy with the soldiers and kind of distract them with anecdotes, ask them how the wife is and how are the kids, shit like that. We should have some beer,
Sure. Yeah. One of them produces a flask, and you start passing it around. Somebody lights up a pipe. Yeah, you've been missing. No one knows that you've been off working with the returners or the regulars. Nobody knows you've been working with the regulars. So you've just been missing. So you kind of have to explain your absence a little bit.
Oh, I've been beating up old women.
Beating up old women? What are you talking about?
They were witchy old women, and they didn't like me much.
Witchy old women. Is this a mission the Queen sent you on then?
Yeah.
Well, my goodness. Whatever happened to Julian? Last I heard, he had fled the kingdom.
He kind of had to, yeah. But he's safe, don't worry.
Was he also sent on a mission by the Queen?
I guess you could say that.
She's been acting right strange the last few months.
Well, yeah,
very, very strange.
We're hoping, some counseling and maybe an exorcism, and she'll be right as rain in no time.
Exorcism is a euphemism for intervention.
Yeah. Look, Beelzebub, we all care about you. We brought some of your friends and family here. They've written a few words they'd like to share.
Would you consider returning back to the abyss and going to rehab?
We're just really concerned about you, and especially with your current taste in drinks.
So yeah, I will totally produce my own flask, probably filled with like a plum brandy or whatever, and catch everybody up on. But he's about that vague about it. Like,
Okay.
I beat up old women, but like, so but I suspect the men understand that he's joking.
Yes.
So however long they need in order to like tiptoe the cauldron over to through the things.
Sticks and Sobek pull the cauldron off the back of the cart and just kind of wheel it into the tent, where the queen's tent, past the guards while Chester's got them occupied. You enter the tent, and the first thing you're hit with is a stench of like this foul incense. It smells very acrid, sulfury. I imagine the demon thinks it's like a little taste of home, little abyssal potpourri, if you will.
Ah.
Oh,
The queen sits in a kind of a fancy chair. It can still fold up and travel with the army. The foul smell is coming from a pipe she's smoking. There's a long stem on it, and she's armed with 2 swords and her armor, and she looks like she's ready to go to battle at any time, and she's kind of staring off into space vaguely. There's some bodies, just living bodies, but wrapped up in blankets and sheets on a cot nearby, and snoring heavily. There's empty bottles of alcohol everywhere, and the floor is covered with arcane runes that kind of give you a little headache if you look at them too long.
Laurel and I borrowed some wands. I know one of them was hold person. Do you happen to remember what the other one was?
Oh, geez.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm really sad I lost my notes.
Sleep? Wasn't it sleep?
Sleep was one of them, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Anthony, before we went through the dimension door, I did my improved wild shape, so I got to add 4 to my strength.
Okay.
So I'm a beefy, in case I need to grapple her. My strength is still only 12, but gotta start somewhere. Does anybody else have anything they would have beefed up?
I can provide no buffs, but I will gladly accept some.
So what's everyone doing as they enter the tent?
Not it.
Well, I'm hiding, but I'm also going to be invisible as well, because why not? That seems smart.
I believe Styx and Sobek are hauling in the pot.
Mhm.
No, wait. I'll wait to be invisible until after I stun her, so that, yeah. So I'm not invisible yet. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Mhm.
Matthias could have tossed out a couple protection from evils, but it only lasts for 10 minutes. So
That's fine for this part of the mission. I don't think we'll be in the tent for 10 minutes. Well, I guess we
It
could
would
be
have
in there
had
for
to have been-
hours.
it
Yeah,
would
it's
have
hard
had
to
to have
say.
been before he got into the pot, though. So that's entirely up to
Yeah.
Ash.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you guys would have. You could cast protection from evil, but I think you'd get on the tail end of it when you were. Maybe you'd have like a minute or 2 left by the time you got in the tent. So it's up to
Yeah.
you.
And we don't know how long we'll be in there, so.
Yeah. But a minute or 2 could make all the difference.
Can I toss Bardic Inspiration to Matthias? So, like,
That only lasts
You
10
have
minutes
help?
too. But maybe you could
Okay.
whisper it to him inside the pot.
right before he goes in.
You've never looked better, Matthias.
You can do it.
He can only hit one person with it because it's concentration. So,
Oh, no, save a
Uh,
concentration for something else, I would.
okay.
Although I don't know what else you have that is concentration.
Mm.
Like bless,
Bless.
but I mean
Bless
that's
you should put on you, and can you put it on yourself?
yeah, I can put it. Well, bless is up to 3 people, but it's concentration for a minute. So
Oh, so that'd have to be right as something's off.
right. The only other thing that he could do would be aid. But
Oh, the 5
again,
hit points thing.
yeah. I mean that lasts for 8 hours, but it's a 2nd level spell, so he can also only do it
Oh.
for 1 person.
Yeah, you probably want to save a 2nd level slot.
Probably better used on something else, yeah.
Plus, you got all them divine smites you need to lay out.
I can use my mage hand to lift the lid of the pot up quietly when we're ready to hit
Perfect.
her with our spell. Stun
Hell yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, we have like a little like secret.
We have a
door.
lever.
You have a panel on the back of it.
Nice. Okay, never mind.
You had Prince Narms or King Narms send people to make construct this thing for you, especially. So it's hot under there. It smells bad. You're cramped.
Can I do a perception check while I drop off the pot? If there's anything out of the ordinary that I could see, I get advantage on sight checks
Sure.
or hearing.
Plus, you also have the magic goggles. If you want to put those on, they would kind of defeat the purpose of your outfit. But
Yeah, no, I can't wear those, so I don't get advantage. 26.
26.
Nice.
Something is up with the sleeping forms and the blankets nearby. You notice the edge of a sword poking out from under one of the blankets. Looks a little suspicious.
Is there any fire near them?
No, it's weirdly warm in here. We'll say there's a brazier full of coals, like hot coals, but no fire.
And these bodies, these people, are they in their own section, like the queen and us? Might we be like against the wall or something?
The tent's about the size of we'll say like a large living room. So there's a carpet, like I said, there's a carpet on the floor with magic runes on it, leads up to her chair where she's sitting and smoking and staring off into space. So off to one side would be the cot, and off to the other side there's like a library, just whatever can be carted in. So like a little sitting area, a little more casual. So they're maybe 10 feet away from the queen, but they're
Cool.
kind of in the shadows. It's dark over there.
Perfect. Well, I'm keeping my eye out over there.
How much is our stun spell? Is it just going to get her? Or is it kind of like a radius type deal? And do we need to roll to I don't know, do we peek out?
That's up to you and Matthias.
Okay.
I think we have a signal for when Sobek and Styx leave the tent.
Sure.
And we have one for if like shit pops off early. But it seems like shit isn't popping off. How many like people are walking around?
There's 3 guards outside the queen's tent in Chester, and then it's late at night, relatively speaking, so most everyone is in their tents. There's a few like guards patrolling.
Oh, I meant here in the queen's tent. Is there anybody waiting on her doing business?
Not that you can tell.
Yeah,
Okay.
The queen hasn't even really noticed you yet.
the plan was for her to drink the stuff, hopefully. And then that was
Yeah.
the first chance for her to like fall asleep because it's a sleeping potion. And then if that didn't work, we had the hold person and the sleep wands.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay, I'll bow my
So-
head to her and be like, "Your Majesty," and then I'll walk towards to leave.
Okay.
Does she
All right. So the queen finally looks up and she sniffs the air and she goes, "Ah, that smells delightful." And she gets up and walks toward the pot. And Styx and Sobek have already left.
We're like at the exit,
Okay.
just sort of lingering in case shit goes side.
Thank you, gentlemen. You are dismissed.
Your Majesty, I will duck out. And Chester's right there.
Laughing with his pal.
Okay, I give him an everything's going according to plan nod and head to the cart.
Okay, I'm gonna back out, but you guys get back to work and
Oh, and when we get to the cart, I'll pull out like a flask of some kind of liquor or whatever and like surreptitiously get Chester's attention with it, like, "Hey, come have an illicit drink on your shift," kind of thing.